Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. A scary morning for some Greyhound bus passengers in Tomah. We now know 2 passengers were hurt with what Tomah police are calling an edged weapon. Tomah police now confirming they responded to reports of an incident on a Greyhound bus early this morning near 300 East McCoy Boulevard. When officers arrived, they say 2 passengers had injuries from an edged weapon. Both were treated and released. The suspect, whose identity has not yet been released, was arrested, and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is investigating. Eau Claire police need your help finding a missing teen. Police say 16-year-old Colin Robidek left home Wednesday and has not been in contact with friends or family since. He's about 6 feet tall with blonde hair and blue eyes. He was last seen riding a dark gray Trek bicycle and wearing a black sweatshirt and sweatpants. If you have any information on his whereabouts, contact Eau Claire PD. That number is at the bottom of your screen. Superintendent Michael Johnson says the Eau Claire Area School District is offering additional counseling support to any students and staff if they need it. In Milwaukee, an investigation is underway after additional human remains were found yesterday. Officials say a torso and an arm were found by a person walking along a Lake Michigan beach. Investigators suspect the remains are those of 19-year-old Sade Robinson, who they believe was murdered earlier this month. 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson, the man who allegedly killed and dismembered Robinson on their first date, is in custody facing homicide charges. Authorities will continue to search Lake Michigan for more of her remains and other evidence today. Today marking the somber 29th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing. On April 19th, 1995, a rental truck filled with explosives was detonated outside the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. It killed 168 people, including 19 children, and injured several hundred more. 2 former U.S. Army soldiers, Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, were convicted of the attack. They were associated with the right-wing militant Patriot movement and carried out the attack as retribution for the Waco siege 2 years before. McVeigh was executed in 2001. Nichols is serving life in prison.
Hey, good Friday afternoon to you. I thought we would start with a kind of a neat time lapse from early this morning. Yeah, it was dark at 2:27. Imagine that. But I got the moon setting in the western sky. It's almost full. It'll be full on Tuesday, so in 4 days. But that was setting in our western sky. It was nice that we were clear, so we finally saw some sunshine through the morning hours. But as the morning progressed, we saw these fair weather cumulus clouds start to bubble up, and that's going to be the trend for the next several hours. More clouds moving in from the north and west. Windy and chilly today as well. We saw some temperatures near freezing this morning. The next couple of nights we're going to see freezing temperatures possible and a chance of rain showers later Monday into Monday night. Clear through the morning hours, but look at all the clouds moving in from the north and west. You can see some specks of blue and green as well, so I can't fully rule out some sprinkles or flurries in spots this afternoon. 38 in Eau Claire with the cloud cover, 46 here in La Crosse, 50 in Boscobel, and we're not going to move much from where we're at right now. Maybe another degree or 2 here in La Crosse as those clouds continue to thicken, along with that sprinkle and flurry chance in spots as well. I'll have the rest of my 8-day forecast, including that all-important weekend forecast, coming up in just a few minutes.
We'll be looking for that, Bill. Thank you. The Biden administration says it's working toward de-escalation following Israel's overnight attack on Iran. Today's strike, which appeared limited in scope, was in retaliation for Iran's unprecedented drone and missile strike against Israel last weekend. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
Less than 24 hours after U.S. officials say an Israeli missile struck Iran, Secretary of State Antony Blinken wouldn't comment on reports the White House was given advance notice, but made clear the U.S. was not part of it.
The United States has not been involved in any offensive operations. The United States, along with our partners, will continue to work for de-escalation.
The early morning hit was in an area where Iran has several nuclear sites, but the UN's top atomic energy body said there was no damage to the nuclear facility.
Did not hit a nuclear facility. The counterstrike was actually about targeting an area near it, so we can send a message indicating that we will retaliate and we will do next time possibly the actual facility, but this time we're not.
The strike came less than a week after Iran's unprecedented retaliatory drone and missile attack on Israel, the country's first direct assault on Israel from its own territory. National security and foreign policy expert Asha Castleberry Hernandez says Israel's strike sends a message it's able to penetrate Iran's airspace.
Your response showed no international support with regards to intercepting the actual counterstrike, like what you saw in Israel, where you've had the United Kingdom, United States, even Jordan and Saudi providing support to the Israeli security forces.
Iran has been downplaying Israel's attack with no damage reported. Many intelligence experts believe the limited scope of the strike will allow Iran to walk away from further escalation. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
This latest attack comes as tensions in the Middle East remain dangerously high, with Israel fighting the war in Gaza, Iranian-backed militias in Lebanon, and unrest in the West Bank. The Biden administration is expanding Title IX protections for LGBTQ and pregnant students. The new rule requires schools to protect students from all sex discrimination. That includes childbirth, pregnancy, termination, and recovery. It also prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity, and sex characteristics in federally funded education programs. The definition of sexual harassment also being expanded, and investigators can now hold individual meetings with parties or witnesses instead of cross-examinations. These new rules take effect August 1st. Investigators are looking into a close call at one of America's busiest airports. Yeah, again, a JetBlue flight from Washington to Boston started to take off yesterday, the same time a Southwest jet was trying to cross the same runway. The FAA says around 7:41 in the morning, Southwest flight 2937 was instructed to cross runway 4, even though JetBlue flight 1554 had started its takeoff roll. Both planes stopped moments before a potential collision. JetBlue said nobody was injured and the plane was inspected before ultimately taking off for Boston several hours later. The Southwest flight was permitted to cross the runway minutes after the incident. It landed in Orlando ahead of schedule.
The FAA will be looking at exactly what error was committed here. If both pilots would not have stopped, this could have ended up being a very bad situation.
Both airlines are working with investigators, and the National Transportation Safety Board says it's gathering information on the incident. Starbucks is brewing up a more sustainable future, starting with your favorite cold drinks. Coming up, how the coffee giant is reducing its plastic footprint one cup at a time.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports and your day becomes better and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
After an accident, you have an important opportunity to go after all the money you may be entitled to.
When it comes to motorcycle representation for accidents, only one firm comes to mind, Hupy and Abraham.
They're very well known for handling motorcycle cases. We knew that we could trust them. They got me way more than I thought I would get.
Bikers choose Hupy and Abraham because of the reputation of getting the best results of any other law firm.
Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We're always fun.
Oh,
so good.
Because we like you.
We're plugged in. It's kind of fantastic.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
It's here, the new Modular One Ultimate Seating Solution at Home Furniture. Okay, so you're shopping for a sofa or sectional. You want a perfect fit. So how exactly do you do that? Well, the Modular One does exactly that every time. Choose from 6 versatile functional pieces starting at $449 in 5 great colors. Pick what you need, combine, adjust. That's it. Your room, your way. The Modular One, exclusively at Home Furniture.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Welcome back. Google has fired 28 workers following protests against the tech company's cloud computing contract with the Israeli government. The company says the workers' behavior was unacceptable and that physically impeding other employees' work and access to offices is a clear violation of Google's policies. In a statement, No Tech for Apartheid, the group behind the protests, called the firings retaliatory. The FDA is investigating a link between a salmonella outbreak and Infinite Herbs organic fresh basil sold at Trader Joe's. The grocery chain has pulled the product from store shelves in 29 states. The CDC says at least 12 people have become sick in 7 states, with 1 person needing to be hospitalized. Customers who have the basil are warned not to eat it and to either throw it away or take it back to Trader Joe's for a full refund. And Tesla has been ordered to recall nearly 4,000 Cybertrucks because the accelerator pedals can become stuck in the down position. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, workers improperly used soap to help fit the pad onto the accelerator panel. The residual lubricant from the soap can keep the pad from staying on when it's pressed down. That can cause the accelerator pedal to stick in place. The issue affects all model year 2024 Cybertrucks. And Starbucks is taking new steps towards sustainability. This month, the mega coffee chain is debuting new cold drink cups that contain 20% less plastic than the old ones. Starbucks says the move is part of its commitment to cut its carbon, water, and waste footprints in half by 2030. That wraps up your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here's a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
It's time to get out and rediscover Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Grab your friends and play for the day, or 2, or 3. It's time for you to win, laugh, and enjoy. Over 650 slot machines, tables, bingo, great rewards, delicious food. Ho-Chunk Gaming, just what you need. Get out again and experience the difference at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Every day, our commitment begins again. Sun up to sundown. Building trust the way it should be done. Sticking to the facts and reporting the story fairly and equally. And telling the stories of our community. But it doesn't end when the newscast is done. We're always on and where you can find us. The source you rely on. News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your medical news, since the COVID-19 virus emerged more than 4 years ago, it's continued to evolve. New research shows how the virus may be taking advantage of hosts who are immunocompromised. Data tracked a patient with a compromised immune system who was infected more than 600 days and found that that case led to a highly mutated COVID variant. They say long-term infections give the virus more opportunities to evolve. Scientists at the University of California, San Francisco have identified the cells in the human airway that help make sure water doesn't go down the wrong pipe. The neuroendocrine cells sense water or acid in the upper airway and send a signal to the brain to trigger a cough. The research could someday help provide better treatment for patients with chronic cough or to prevent pneumonia. Another new study finding the mechanism in the brain that may drive drug addiction. In a study in mice, researchers at Mount Sinai tracked exactly how cocaine and morphine can alter the brain's reward system, with repeated exposure disrupting brain cells' ability to function normally. The research identified a specific gene that plays a role and could be a target for future therapies to treat addiction. Those were some of today's top health headlines. Taking a live look outside now through CityCam 8. Bill is up next with a look at our forecast.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
When things go sideways, will you be prepared? I want to introduce you to the Patriot Power Generator 2000X. Use the endless free power of the sun to power lights, your TV, medical equipment, even run your fridge. And that's without gas, fumes, or noise. Go to 4patriots.com. You'll get a solar panel included free, double the capacity, expandable for more power, and more outlets than ever. This is about peace of mind. Get your solar generator and free panel at 4patriots.com.
Bygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
I've got lots of weather information for you on this Friday afternoon, so buckle up. Here we go. We'll start with the allergy report. Medium symptoms today and tomorrow for poplar and juniper, high for tree pollen in general. Allergy Associates tells me that even with the recent rainfall, lots of pollen in the latest sample. Juniper pollen counts fell, though. Maple and hackberry counts exploded. So if you're sensitive to those, you will know that. Tractor Central's mowing forecast, not a great day this afternoon just because of the chilly temperatures, increasing clouds, the wind, maybe some sprinkles and flurries in spots, temps in the upper 40s. 50 tomorrow, so still cool and still kind of breezy, and then 60 on Sunday. All the recent rainfall really causing things to green up pretty quickly. Speaking of that recent rainfall, let's take a rain check today. This includes the melted snow and rainfall for the year through today, 5.66 inches out at the La Crosse Airport. So we're getting close to average, just an inch below average. Now, Eau Claire, you're at 6.84. You're actually almost an inch above average. So some good news in terms of trying to alleviate the drought conditions across the region. All right, we've got increasing clouds as we speak after finally some sunshine through the morning hours. 46, though, the high so far today, and we may end up maybe a degree or two above that, but that's about it. 61 and 40 are the averages, 87 and 20 are the records, and the sun sets this evening at 7:54. 46 degrees at the airport, 47 downtown. Boy, another windy day. April is living up to its reputation as the windiest month of the year. Westerly winds 26, gusting almost to 40. That's making it feel like 37. 38 with cloud cover for you folks in Eau Claire, and those westerly winds making it feel like 30 degrees. So temperatures are chilly even with that sunshine this morning. Warmest down to the south, 50 in Boscobel, 46 in Sparta. only 38 in Eau Claire. And look at these winds out of the west, sustained over 20 miles per hour for many and gusting close to 40 miles per hour in some locations. So that's making for kind of a raw afternoon with wind chill factors in the 30s for many spots. You can see those clouds moving in from the north and west, and boy, there's plenty more where that came from. And these little specks of blue and green might squeeze out some sprinkles or flurries as this little trough kind of sags southward across the region this afternoon. Sky Tracker will show plenty of clouds in play into this evening, partial clearing overnight tonight, and then tomorrow kind of a mix of sun and clouds and dry. And then heading into Sunday, mostly sunny conditions, and we will warm temperatures a little bit on Sunday as well. In the meantime, zone forecast showing temperatures this afternoon on the chilly side, mid to upper 40s in the La Crosse area, maybe some 50-degree readings far south, and as we head back to the north, even chillier, low 40s in Osseo, 44 in Whitehall, and only upper 30s to low 40s for highs in far northern sections of the viewing area. So my forecast for today, 48, windy, chilly, maybe some sprinkles or flurries in spots, and again, hang on to your hat, secure your garbage cans. 33 tonight, still breezy as well, so frost and or freezing potential both tonight and tomorrow night. Still cool tomorrow, 50, back closer to 60 on Sunday. And next week, temperatures a little bit more seasonable, upper 50s to low 60s. Periodic rain chances as well later Monday and lingering into Tuesday, and then some periodic rain chances next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as well. So kind of a cool start to the weekend, but Sunday's not looking bad with all that sunshine and highs around 60 degrees. Alexandra?
Yeah, Bill, we'll take one of the 2 days. Thank you. America's natural wonders are calling, and this weekend they're answering without charging. Coming up, how you can experience the breathtaking beauty of our national parks without spending a dime.
We're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you big time money on healthy, natural foods. 32-ounce Bragg's apple cider vinegar, just $4.99. Or 10-ounce Boulder Canyon chips, just $3.99. Hot prices on natural foods. Apple cider vinegar, $4.99, or chips, $3.99. Hi, caramba, healthy eating and save money. Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned. It's Woodmans.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Carl's spring cleaning sale is going on right now.
Save up to 60% on floor displays, scratch and dent, and one-of-a-kind items.
Buy an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get an LG 55-inch TV free.
Purchase an LG laundry pair and get a 9-month supply of detergent free.
TVs are clearance price.
Save up to 70% on in-stock mattresses.
Also, our new grills have arrived.
Our spring cleaning sale is on.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
National Park Week kicks off tomorrow, which means entry fees to every national park in the country are waived. Special activities also planned for the week. There are 429 sites within the national park system, from national battlefields to seaside parks. The majority already offer free entry every day, but this is your chance to get into the big name parks and other sites without paying anything. The event runs from this Saturday till next Sunday, April 28th. Each day has its own theme. And the San Francisco Zoo will be getting giant pandas from China as part of China's Panda Diplomacy Program. This will be the city's first official residency of giant pandas. The CEO of the zoo hopes an existing facility at the zoo can be renovated so the pandas can arrive by next year. In February, it was announced that China would be sending 2 giant pandas to the San Diego Zoo, marking the first time it has granted new panda loans in the U.S. in 2 decades. Stay with us. We'll have one more check of your weekend forecast after the break.
At Ashley Spring Semi-Annual Sale, you can spring into savings with Hot Buys $7.99 and under. Plus, shop our Spring Sofa Sale with 0% interest until April 2029 on in-store purchases. Hurry in and meet the all-new Ashley today.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
When you're injured in an accident, one mistake could cost you a lot of money.
Nobody knows bikers and the law like Hupy and Abraham.
They know how to get you all the money that you deserve.
It costs nothing for you to contact Hupy and Abraham, and they will never take a fee unless they win your case.
They got me way more than I thought I would get. Hupy and Abraham mean business.
Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Forget about scraping and painting, fretting and fixing, and enjoy the beauty and low maintenance of new siding, soffit, fascia, and gutters for your home. Seamless steel siding and vinyl siding in many colors. Enjoy outdoor living with a new deck and railing, with a pergola or patio cover for protection from rain or snow, or get protection from bugs and bad weather with a 3-season porch. Serving your neighbors for over 30 years, superior products, superior installation, at prices lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements, prompt free estimates.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the love of home.
Download the News 8000 app today. Emily Brown on News 8 Now.
Well, after some much-needed sunshine this morning, clouds on the increase and yet another windy day as well. Slight chance for some sprinkles or flurries in spots with those gusty winds from the west-northwest. Highs only in the upper 40s. Still cool and still breezy tomorrow, 50. By the way, some frost and freeze potential both tonight and tomorrow night. Milder, upper 50s to low 60s Sunday through next week, and periodic rain chances next week as well.
All right, thank you for joining us. See you back here tonight.